Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet these fun fox cozies. They're very easy to make. If you're thinking of starting on your gifts early this year, this is a perfect gift idea. If you subscribe to my channel, I want to thank you, and if you haven't, please consider joining. I post twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. So let's get to it and create something great. For this project, you're going to need some orange, white, and a little bit of black yarn. You're going to need your scissors and a tapestry needle and a number 5mm crochet hook. The cozy that I made fits the reusable Starbucks cup, and it also fits my bigger cup, which this one, if I measure the narrow part, is about 10 inches. If your cup is bigger, go ahead and measure out your cup, and whatever inches it is, just make your foundation chain that size. Using our white yarn, let's slip knot to start. We need a foundation chain of 35, like so. I'm going to continue chaining 35. Here I worked my 35 chains and it measures about 9 inches, and the reason why I made it an inch less is because this yarn stretches, so I didn't want my cozy to fall off of my cup, so I'm making it a little bit tighter. Keep it in mind, if your cup is larger, make your foundation an inch less just to give yourself some room because it does stretch. Once you have your chain of 35 worked, carefully, don't twist your chain. Let's go ahead and slip stitch right back into our first chain right over here. Like so. And we're going to be working in the round. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work my tail in so I don't need to work on it later. Could just cut my leftovers. So now I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 and work a single crochet into my first chain, like so. And then I'm going to continue working 1 chain into each stitch around, like so. Once I feel like I have enough of my tail worked, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And I'm just going to continue working 1 single crochet into each stitch across or around, and I'll meet back with you to show you what to do towards the end of this round. Here I worked my single crochets, and I just wanted to show you that there is 1 more chain right over here that we need to work a single crochet, like so. And now this is how it looks like. For round number 2, you're going to need a stitch marker. I'm using a piece of yarn, and what we're going to do is we're going to work 1 single crochet in a round. Don't go into this space right here, that's our chain 1, but go ahead and work 1 single crochet into our single crochet of the previous round. So like that. I'm just going to work 1 single crochet around, and once I have my single crochets worked, I'll meet back with you to show you how to finish off this round. So here, once again, I have 1 stitch left. This is how it looks like. At the end of round 2, you should have 35 single crochets. For round 3, 4, and 5, it's a repeat of round 2. So all we're going to do is we're just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. And that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around for 3 rows, and I'll get back with you at the end of round 5. I wanted to show you how I change my color. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook into my last stitch. And I have 2 loops left. I'm not going to finish my single crochet. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and change my color. And now I'm going to work my orange color, like so. I'm holding my tail, and the white working yarn that we were working, I'm going to go ahead and tighten it and hold it with my tail. Just going to remove this for a minute. And now I changed my color. So I have my orange that I'm going to go ahead and work right over here. So I'm going to work my tails in. So my white and my orange are going to be worked together. And I'm just going to cut it once I have a few stitches going. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat what we did for round 5. And it's just work 1 single crochet into each stitch, and now we're just using our orange color instead of white. And I'm working my tails in like so. And for this round, you don't need your stitch marker because we changed color, so it's easy to see, but we'll pick it up later on. So now that I have a few stitches going, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to continue and work 1 single crochet into each stitch around, and I'll meet back with you once I'm towards the end of this round number 6. Here I have 1 stitch left. I'm going to go ahead and work my single crochet. And this finished round number 6. For rounds number 7 all the way to round 13 is just a repeat of round 6. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. And I went ahead and I put my marker back on. That way I know exactly where I'm at. So go ahead and work 1 single crochet for rounds 7 all the way to round 13, and I'll meet you at the end of round 13 to show you what to do next. Here we finished our round 13, so go ahead and remove your hook and leave your yarn as is. Don't cut it. What we need to do is we need to count our stitches so we can add our ears. So here's our finished stitch. Don't count it. Start here and count 12 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So here I put a stitch marker. You don't need to, but I just left it to show you you can if you want to. So into this 12th stitch, we're going to start working our ear, and we're going to use our white yarn. And to attach our yarn, I'm just inserting my hook into that stitch and bringing up a loop like so. Hold your tail, and using our working yarn, we're going to go ahead and chain 1. So into this stitch right here, we're going to work 1 half double crochet, and I'm working my tail in so I can cut it. So here's my half double crochet. Work 1 double crochet into the same stitch and work a treble crochet. So yarn over 2 times like that. Insert your hook, yarn over. You have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is how it looks like. Go ahead and chain 2. And now we're going to go into the next stitch right over here and work a treble crochet 1 more time. So inserting our hook into that stitch, and let's work a treble crochet. Now work a double crochet back into that stitch like so, and then work 1 half double crochet back into that stitch like so. This is how our ear looks like. Let's go ahead and fasten off. So I like to chain and fasten off like that. You don't need a long tail for sewing. Leave it like this. Let's go ahead and cut this tail so it's not in the way. Like so. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So let's count 12 stitches. So I'm going to count this right over here as our first stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And for this one, we're going to go into our 13th stitch right over here, and we'll start working our ear here. So going into our 13th stitch, let's go ahead and repeat and work our ear. So I'm going to chain 1, work a half double crochet right back into that stitch. Work 1 double crochet back into that stitch, treble crochet, chain 2, go into the following stitch, which would be our 12th stitch, and work a treble crochet, a double crochet, and half double crochet, all worked in that same stitch. Let's go ahead and fasten off. I'm going to cut this tail that we worked like that. So here I have my 2 ears. Next thing what we need to do is we're just going to work on our last round, which is our round 14, and we're just going to do 1 single crochet all around, including our ears. So here we go. I put my stitch marker back on, and let's go ahead and work our single crochet into each stitch around. Here we have 1 stitch. Go ahead and work 1 single crochet in there. And now we're going to move to the white part, and we have 1, 2, 3 stitches here before we go into our chain 2. So let's go ahead and work 1 single crochet into those 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Now work 1 single crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, and work 1 single crochet back into that chain space. Now we have our 3 stitches left. Here's 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and work 1 single crochet into those stitches like so. And now we're going to jump back into this space right here and work a single crochet, and I'm going to work my tail in so I can just cut it like so. And continue working on your single crochets until we get to our ear, our second ear. One more time, let's go ahead and repeat. We're going to go ahead and work 1, 2, 3 single crochets into that ear side of the ear, I should say. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're in the chain 2 space. Let's go ahead and work 1 single crochet, chain 2, and 1 single crochet into the chain 2 space, like so. Now we have 3 stitches left. Let's work single crochets into those stitches. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Once again, I'm going to work my tail in. So now we're going to go right into this chain right over here, or this stitch, and work a single crochet. I'm going to continue working my single crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. So here I am at the end of my round, and what we're going to do is remove your stitch marker, go into that stitch right over there and slip stitch into it, and let's fasten off. So this is the only tail that we have left to work on, so let's go ahead and quickly work on that tail. So I'm just going to use any of the stitches and come down like so. Then I'm going to go back up like so, and one more time I'm going to go right back down like so. Go ahead and cut your tail. This is how it looks like so far. What we need to do is work on our little nose, and you're going to need your black yarn for this. With black yarn, let's go ahead and work a magic ring. So wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers, cross it, hold it with your other finger, insert your hook into your first loop or first circle, and bring up a loop like so. Go into your working yarn and chain 1 like so. Into our magic ring, we're going to work 8 single crochets. If you don't want to work a magic ring, you can chain 2 and work 8 single crochets into your first chain. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and pull on this tail, and I'll close the center. And let's go ahead and slip stitch. I know it's kind of hard to see with the black yarn, but go ahead and slip stitch into your first stitch just to finish up this round. And fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing our nose on. Now, if you don't want to sew your nose, you can go ahead and hot glue it. It'll work perfectly fine. But I'm going to show you how to sew it on. So go ahead and cut your short tail in the center. And the way I position my nose onto the fox cozy is I count out my stitches and kind of find the center of my stitches. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then somewhere right over here, I'm just going to come right down and put my nose right there. Now I'm trying to cover both my white and my orange, and that's where I'm going to sew mine. Going into our stitch, going down like that, I'm going to find my other stitch, my single crochets that I did, and I'm just going in with my needle and bringing it out into my following stitch. So I'm making a round, like a running stitch around. And then once again, I'm going to go ahead and insert my needle right into my next stitch. And like that, I'm just attaching my nose. So once again, I'm going into my next stitch and into the following stitch, and one more time. So now our nose is attached, and this is how it looks like. Go ahead and insert your needle right in the center of your nose, like so, and pull on it a little bit, like that, and our nose is sewn in. What we're going to do is count 2 stitches up, 1, 2. You can even do 3 if you want. Going 1, 2 up, and going 1, 2 across. And I'm going to go ahead and insert my needle there. Bring it down like so. Just here's 1 stitch and second stitch, bring it right down like that. So here we started our eye, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead into that same row. We're going to insert our hook right over there and come down right over here, right in the center, and that's our first eye. To make our eye more rounded, let's insert our needle and bring it out right in the center of our stitch, like so, and then come down the same area, like so, and then repeat same thing on this side, in the center of your stitch, and bring it down a little bit, like so, and then going back into the same area, like so. There is your one eye. Now if you run out of yarn like I did, it's okay, not a big deal. So go ahead and thread your yarn onto your needle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and repeat on our second eye. So count your stitches. So here's our nose. We counted 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and count 1, 2 and insert our needle right into that space right there. Right over here. I'm just looking to make sure it's even. And bring out your yarn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down 2 stitches, or go across 2 stitches. So here's 1 and 2, and bring it right over here, like so. And then go back up a row, and here we did about 1.5, so I'm just going to count and do 1.5. So right over here, and I'm going to insert my needle right back into the center right over here. So here's our eye. Now if you want yours rounded more, once again bring your needle right over here, pick up your eye stitch, go back down, and repeat the same thing on this side, like so, and go right back down. And this is how it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and bring my yarn close to this one, like so. Don't pull on it too hard. And I'm going to go ahead and knot. I like to do 3 knots. And then with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide it. So I'm just going to go into my stitches. Now try to pick up only the back loops. Don't go into the front loops because it will show. And just kind of go back up like so. And there you have it. Here it is. It's all finished. It looks super cute. Here are finished cozies. They came out super cute. I just wanted to show you can make it in any cup size you want. This is how it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.